Welcome back to Tequila Gundam Gaming. This is Victor, also known as Dragonborn, and today we have episode 2 of the Gundam Starter Deck Tournament. And to continue the tournament, we have Starter Deck 2 versus Starter Deck 4. On the left, we have Jacob piloting Starter Deck 4. On the right, we have me piloting Starter Deck 2. I win the dice roll, and I choose to have Jacob go first. With the first move, Jacob opens with a Mobius. It's good to start setting up a wall so that your opponent can't go for your life in the early game. With my first turn, I also follow Jacob's example and build my wall playing a Tragos. Jacob, with his turn 2, not seeing any good possible moves, chooses to pass it to me. This gives me an opportunity to start building my board. I play a Leo to try and put pressure on him. With Jacob's third turn, we see him trying to put pressure on me by playing a Mobius Hero and linking it with a Muraf Frog and removing my shield. With my turn, seeing as I didn't have enough energy to do the plays that I wanted, I play a Corsica base, creating a Toggies token and picking up 1 card. And trying to keep up with Jacob, I use my Leo to deal 2 damage to his shield and then end my turn. Jacob follows it up by attempting to kill my Leo with his Mobius Zero. Not wanting to lose my damage dealer, I use my blocker to protect him. Jacob ends his turn by playing an Aegis to set up for future damage. With my next turn, I use both my token and my Leo to deal damage to his shields. Followed by playing another Tragos. After which you can see me thinking of what to play next and lamenting that I do not have a Trow in my hand to play both it and my Gundam Heavy Arms to deal more damage. Jacob followed up my turn by playing another Aegis, but this time linking it with a Sala and attacking my Leo. I trade using my Tragos, but it was for naught. He uses his first Aegis to remove my Leo and deal 3 damage to my base, removing it. With my follow-up turn, I try to rebuild and catch up to all the damage. I play out my wing, and then I link it with my hero. You can then see me swing into Aegis to breach and deal 1 damage to his shields. On the follow-up, he swings his Aegis into my wing, trading, but also dealing a damage to my shields. After which, he swings with his Mobius Zero, and here I get a little bit lucky, because he swings into a St. Gabriel Institute, which allows me to pick up 1 card, as well as check the top 2 cards, one of them being my hero, which I really needed for my wing in hand. He ends his turn by playing 2 really strong cards in the forms of the Aegis Gundam, because of the when attacking, dealing 3 damage to all level 5 or higher Gundams. For my turn, I play my Wing Gundam and link him with the hero that I drew. I swing into the Aegis, killing it and dealing 4 damage to myself, but at the same time breaching and taking 1 of his shield. I end my turn by playing another Leo. Now here we can see why this Aegis is a problem for others. It can swing into shields and deal damage to other Gundams without having to sacrifice its own health. Here I got really lucky because he put down his next Mobius Zero. When he swung into my last shield, I was able to rest it with my Siege Ploy, ensuring that he did not go for game. Feeling pressured and not knowing what to do, I played out another blocker trying to stay alive, and then I played my last Corsica base, allowing me to play 2 tokens. I also swung into his Mobius Zero. Trading my Leo away in an attempt to stay alive. While I was able to survive for another turn, it was for naught, because I did not have game. If I had Choa in hand, I could have gone for 4 checks and ended the game differently. With that, Star Deck 4 wins round 2 and moves on to the final. Next time we'll be seeing Star Deck 4 and Star Deck 3 in the last round. This has been Victor from Tequila Gundam Gaming, and thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the description for the deck list.